want you to understand, it is only in Biafra land that people are not running away from their ancestral land in the entire Nigeria. In Yoruba land, people are fleeing the ancestral land. In the northeast, northwest, middle belt, people are fleeing from the ancestral land. It is only in Biafra land, and the government of Biafra made it possible. But you know what? They would like you to believe that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity. No, I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out of the way, which is not possible. I have come. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm doing today in 5 years to come. Thank you.
Constitution. Go and check the UN Charter. Go and check EU Charter. He has not violated any law. He has rights to fight for his freedom. Yes, he has right to do what? To agitate for it. Why is it that the British now give grant the master nnamdikanu, the Biafran radio Biafra? Are they not the one that give it to him?
Okay, finally, according to reports we are getting, Simon Ekpa's judgment will finally come up on September 1st. But why some may even say September 3rd, but from what me personally can get as extreme news, I saw September 1st. And this has got a lot of people talking on social media. They said it's our time. They want to see what the Biafrans are waiting to see what the Finnish government will do as regards Simon Ekpa judgment, because they said enough is enough. We've seen the Pan-African president Masanga, is even his personal lawyer, Kagumeres, have worked so hard as regards this case. And September 1st or 3rd will be the day that the Nigerian government, the Finnish government, and the Biafrans will be waiting for their judgment as regards Simon Ekpa. Some people have also called it a transnational repression against the Biafra and Simon Ekpa. What is your take, and what do you expect come September 1st? Do you think that the Nigerian government is winning this, or the Biafra and Simon Ekpa will win?
Glory be to God Almighty, who has given Simon Ekpa and the Biafrans the privilege to at least to breathe once again, because the winning is on our side. And God Almighty, Chukwu Okike Abiama, is the one that allows everything to be going the way it's going. And I thank God for that. Listen and listen good, my beloved brother. I must be honest with you. You call it a Finnish government, but I call them a foolish government. They are foolish in the sense that you see somebody, excuse me, excuse me, the current government is a foolish government. Not a Finland. Because listen to me. Listen, Alexander, stop.
Because he's silent as regards.
Listen to me as I speak to you. He's facing challenges, facing trouble now because of Simon Ekpa. Yes. I've told you before, whenever I speak, you do your findings. I don't just speak, do your findings. Now, you are talking about the court case that is coming up on the 1st of September. I remember the one that I've told you that the Simon Ekpa case will be visual out in September. Now, it's coming up where they will now give the final verdict. But let me put it to you. Coming on that day is going to be a glorious day. It's going to be a dancing and singing day to the Biafrans and to Simon Ekpa. The reason is this. From the onset of his trial, mention one area that Nigeria has defeated Simon Ekpa. In all the 16 count charges, mention one that Nigeria won.
Inciting violence.
Inciting violence. Is that a violence? How did he incite a violence? The terrorism which Nigeria dropped. Rendition. AGF. Cry out and a surrender. All these things are Nigerian propaganda bloggers. They are the one carrying all these rumors all around. Something that is never real. So currently now, I could remember one certain time in the court whereby the DOS, call people to come and bear witness. At the end of the day, in the court today, they were messed up. Shame. They called the remaining two, they ran away. They don't want to show up. Tell me the area that Nigeria have actually defeated the Simon Ekpa in a foolish government. Now they are using the relationship with Nigeria now, the relationship that they lost. They are using it now to intimidate Simon Ekpa. They are using it to oppress the Biafrans. Simon Ekpa, you say he started whatsoever cyber terrorism or whatsoever in the cyber violence. Listen to me. He did not violate anything. He only alerted the Europeans, alerted the world leaders, alerted the people that have been silent over Biafran tears. They have been silent over Biafran killings. They have been silent over sharing the innocent blood in the southeast. That's what Simon Ekpa did. He never started any violence. Rather, he cited an awareness that the people of the world should take note of what Nigeria, the kind of crime Nigeria is committing, the treason that Nigerian government is committing again, despite the one they have committed before. The civil Nigerian war have never ended in the East, of which even as we speak now, you will agree with me that they are still killing the innocent souls now. Or key way to be precise, you and I remember that the UN, that the people that they sent last time, currently now the last people, what is it, International Amnesty whatsoever, Amnesty International. Look at the report that they gave. Did they give a good report? And while Simon Ekpa was is still under their custody, did they still have peace? Okay, Simon Ekpa is in their custody. Look at the killing in Katsina, Kaduna, and Co. Is this Simon Ekpa? So with all this fact that I am giving to you, Simon Ekpa is in their custody when over 200, I repeat again, Albanians was killed and burned and set ablaze. Simon Ekpa was in their custody. Is that Simon? So come September, it's going to be singing, dancing, praises time for Simon Ekpa and for the Biafrans in diaspora, because he has not committed any crime. Because when you are fighting for freedom, you are asking for freedom, I don't think it is a sin. Go and check the Nigerian Constitution. Go and check the UN Charter. Go and check EU Charter. He has not violated any law. He has rights to fight for his freedom. Yes, he has right to do what? To agitate for it. Why is it that the British now give a grant the mass nnamdikanu, the Biafran radio Biafra? Are they not the one that give it to him? They gave him the license to operate, even while in their land. So if it is against the law, why should they give him that license? That is to tell you that it's not against the law. It's just that Nigeria are the country who don't value lives, neither do they value fundamental human rights. And two, we are running government and governance that don't know the rules and regulations, that don't know the law. You see why they are messing up themselves, thinking that they are dealing with the Simon Ekpa and the Biafrans and Igbos. Are you hearing me? You see, that is why I still stand on my word to say what I've been saying. Come September 1st is going to be the day that the singing and the praises and the dancing step of the Biafrans will do what? Increase and multiply. Because Nigeria is standing to cry once again, regard to the case of Simon Ekpa. Not just Simon Ekpa, but the Biafran as a whole.
Okay, but a lot of people have said, he said, do you not think that, do you think Simon Ekpa will get judgment, positive judgment? Because you know why? A lot of people said the Nigerian government and the Finnish government are into what? Are into transactional, business currently. And we saw the contract they gave to the Finnish government as regards the solar power project on the island. Do you think that the Finnish government will want to support or give Simon Ekpa and the Biafrans that much needed freedom they want?
Alexander Stubb, the current prime minister or president of foolish government, is the one running business with Nigeria, building power plant in Nigeria, having contracts with Nigeria, but the law of their land stated it differently. And in Nigeria, they are having one judge, one person to preside over a case. But in Finland, they have 3 panel judges that preside over a matter. And in Finland, they have judicial independence. While in Nigeria here, our judiciary is under pockets of any incumbent government. You see the difference now. So over there, Simon Ekpa will get more justice, better and fair than here. So coming that very day, there are some facts which are presented ever since the whole Simon Ekpa, since Simon Ekpa is the one responsible for the insecurity. Has Nigerian security stable? Have they stopped the killing? And which I have given you some instances, even the one that is happening currently now in Katsina rising, picking up objects, guns and whatsoever, arms to fight terrorists. So that is to tell you that Simon Ekpa is never a terrorist, neither is he the one sponsoring it. Rather, he was speaking in the angle of self-defense, which every other prominent Nigerians have said the same thing. They are all speaking one language. Though because Simon Ekpa is an Igbo man. You see, just like the case of nnamdikanu. Defend yourself, they call it a crime because Igbophobia. That is what is playing, Igbophobia. And if that which you call a crime, another person said it and the person is working freely, that means you are running injustice government. So Finnish government cannot fool themselves or bring themselves too low to the level of jailing Simon Ekpa because he is cited for freedom. Or he called international bodies to pay attention over what is going on in the southeast, the killing and the shedding innocent blood. See, my brother, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said they kill and saying he will become president today. Yes, saying for become president.
Was it when he said Nigeria was not one during Abacha?
Excuse me, was he not Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 1997 under Abacha regime? 1997, April 13 to be precise. The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu said he did not believe in one Nigeria. Bola Ahmed, I say I quote and I quote again. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria, said in 1997, April 13 to be precise, he said he did not believe in one Nigeria. So how come now? Then had it been that he was killed at that time, would he have become the president of Nigeria today? So let us see, when Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu rise up to cry for help, my beloved brother, let me tell you, there is nothing Finnish or foolish government can do because they have not incited anything war or anything terrorism. What is incited is for the recognition of the international bodies, which led to the amnesty that you are hearing today, coming to verify all those things that they have been crying for, whether it's true or not, and they have confirmed it. Okay. Let me tell you, somebody even called 3 days ago. Yes, the person called from America. So the lady called Anna in City Stand. So she called and she was telling us, she told us that everything that is happening here in Nigeria, that they are watching it over there. Even there are so many information that they know that we do not even know here in Nigeria. You know, in Nigerian media, they don't give detail, they don't give news exactly what happened. They don't detail us. They only give us the details of what they want people to hear. The main thing, they used to hide it for us. But over there, they watch it because they have a satellite that connected to our network, airspace, which they use to monitor Nigeria. So they watch everything. So when she was saying it, that is when in City Stand, they were like, oh, I say I've been telling you people, and you journalists, you know all this. And do you know how many journalists have died for speaking the truth? Yeah. Do you know how many times they have closed channel television because of the truth? There are some things he leaked out. Remember, there was a time they nearly closed AIT because of there are some news that AIT doesn't supposed to release, which they release out. So, having said all this, you agree with me that Nigeria have always been in the side of covering the truth. They never speak the truth. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Neither am I happy of becoming a member or see myself as a citizen of Nigeria, a country that don't have meaning.
Okay, but if Ekpa gets his a good judgment or
He will get a good judgment.
Wait, if he's prescribed innocent, do you think that what do you think will become of the Biafrans? That he's given that freedom to use his phone. You know, what do you think become of Biafrans and Nigeria?
I've told you that it's going to be a singing and dancing for the Biafrans, and not just to Biafrans. To him, Simon Ekpa as a person, you know, he know him very well. He always want to dance. He love dancing. He love you know, that kind of movement. You know, so you will see more joy and more dancing. Do you understand? And based on what is on the ground already, I don't see anything that Nigeria have again they have at hand that is enough to nail Simon Ekpa in the court of the foolish government currently today. Yes, they don't have anything. They don't have what it takes, because the things, the allegation that they leveled against him, I don't see it stop. Because had it been a stop ever they hold him, I will say, okay, truly that allegation was true. But ever since they hold him till today, the worst is even happening. You understand? Now, Sidious Musa is now crying, telling Nigerians to go and learn Kung Fu. So what are you now saying? That means Nigeria have gone saga, that even Sidious Musa could no longer have a say again. Yes. So with this, I know that Simon Ekpa will be seriously vindicated. On the winning side, that day is going to be a dancing and praising God. Chukwu kikabia magegosi hoji weburu chukwu. Ombasa koge, oga koto oga azu. Oga ado. Odogwu gabu ike. Odogwu geje aga mihe odogwu ji weburu odogwu.
Antonio Guterres has come out publicly to say that freedom fighting, it is not a crime. That is enshrined in the UN Charter, that self-agitation, it is not a crime. So the reason why Simon Ekpa is still in incarceration, the government needs to tell the world why Finland is still holding Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu in detention. That everybody has right to self-agitation. Everybody has right to self-referendum as enshrined in the United Nations Charter, and which Nigeria itself is a signatory to it. That has always kept the country under bondage, whereby you feel that nobody, born of man, can come up with the issue of division. And now, thank God that the United Nations President Antonio Guterres has come out to say self-agitation is a welcome idea, that anyone who feels they cannot be part of a contraction anymore can excuse themselves. That anyone who feels they cannot belong to a country anymore, they can reach out and exit that country. Why are they still holding those who want to exit the country? Why is Finnish government still holding Simon Ekpa for fighting for the freedom of people? Why is the Nigerian state still holding nnamdikanu over the Biafran agitation? Why are they still holding him? Because they are holding him because of their own selfish interests. They are holding him all to themselves because they are the one partaking, they are the one enjoying in this one Nigeria. And some of you that is coming out to say one Nigeria, that Nigeria cannot divide. Who told you that the country cannot divide? In 1914, before the amalgamation, don't we have the southern and the northern protectorates? We are not even living together. We are not one. But today, when the British came up with this forceful marriage, forcefully marriage, they are to join us together. And now that result of that marriage has now brought the country into a stagnant, has now brought the country standstill, has now brought the country whereby the country itself is not moving forward. The country as of today is not moving forward. The country as it stands has remained stagnant for 60 years. So when Ojukwu fought the civil war, he knew all this. And if Gowon had kept to his own promise after the Aburi Accord in Ghana, all this issue of Fulanis, all these issues of Igbos wanting to exit the country would not come up, because I could not believe that in the same Aburi Accord there was a place that Gowon agreed to restructure the country, that every region would manage their resources, but Gowon came back to the country and refused to implement that, and this has caused a whole lot of chaos now in the country, that we see that Fulanis will migrate from the Sahel and come down to the southern part of the country to torment people, to cause havoc, to cause chaos. And nobody is checkmating the excessive of this so-called Fulanis. So now that the UN government has vindicated Simon Ekpa that self-agitation, it is not a crime, that it is enshrined in the United Nations Charter. So I think the Finnish government have to bury their face in shame. You are only Simon Ekpa. People are being quiet in the scientists on a daily basis. How many persons, how many lives has been lost just because you want to keep Nigeria together? If Nigeria is a state that don't obey the rule of law, are you not saying that the Finnish government or the Finland state should not also obey the rule of law? Are we saying that Finland too should not obey the rule of law? The question is, how long can we continue